Alright then, boys and girls, today we've moved outside. It's brilliant weather and we're going to talk about why the Canyon Aeroad might be the best value race bike that there is right now. Let's get into it. Okay, so I know that I promised you guys a full rundown of my gravel setup, but over the last couple of weeks it's been to the mechanic and I've been riding the road bike a lot. So I thought I'd give you guys a review of the Speed Devil while it's still fresh in my mind. So whenever somebody reviews a Canyon bike, it's undeniable gonna be about value, because that's what Canyon gets you. You get really well value for the money. In this price point, it seems to be like either you get electronic shifting or you get the aero wheels. I went for the aero wheels just because, like, if you're talking speed and I really wanted to use this bike as a race bike, then you definitely get most performance benefit out of the aero wheels. I think that the electronic shifting is also very nice, like, don't get me wrong, it's worth the money, but not if you're talking performance. It's just more comfortable, I guess. It's great. But the wheels, man, just makes the bike so much more crisp. This is obviously an aero road bike frame, which makes this bike feel incredibly fast, but also it's quite lightweight. The Canyon website says that it's 7.82 kilograms, which is surprisingly light for such an aero bike. And I tell you, in flat Denmark, this bike feels fast, and that's what matters to me. With such an aero frame, you just gotta mention these cables. These cables really add some drag to the bike. I don't have the numbers, not gonna mention numbers in this video, but man, it would look so much cleaner with like no cable. It would look so much faster. And talking cockpit on this fella, I absolutely love the design of this aero cockpit, but you gotta take into account that it's very expensive to change. So if you want to change either the width on the handlebars, you gotta change the whole bit. But also, just if you want to exchange the stem length, you gotta change the whole bit, and that costs a lot. So now let's take a deeper dive into the components of this bike. This one is kitted with the Ultegra 11-speed mechanical and the DT Swiss ARC 1600. And the wheels are 62mm deep, and it's got 28mm GP 5000 on the back and a 25mm on the front, just for improved aerodynamics. And I gotta say, the GP 5000, it's a trusty tire. I mean, I've probably got like one puncture, and I've been riding over 10,000 kilometers, not on these, but on GP 5000 in general. And also, if you look at rolling resistance, it's one of the fastest tires there is out there. So, absolutely amazing. And the gearing ratio on this bike is a 52-36 on the front and a 30-11 on the back. And I've been able to ride mountains on Mallorca and ride fast in Denmark. So I think it's pretty versatile. So now, let's talk ride quality. This bike feels incredible fast, as I mentioned. However, I also think that it feels too stiff sometimes. Like riding over cobblestones, you really feel things rattling. But also, it feels so stiff when you're on the pedals pushing. And especially with these DT Swiss wheels, it really makes a difference for the ride quality. It feels fast and also sounds fast. So to me, it does the job. Something relatively close related to the ride quality is the fit of this bike. And I actually think that they nailed the fit. It feels very racy, but also it's not too racy. I feel comfortable on it, and yeah, it's good. I mean, fit is also very personal, so go see a bike fitter if you have any problems. Otherwise, I think it's good. It's good for what it's made for. It's fast. Something very closely related to fit is the handling of this bike. And I actually really like it for what its purpose is. It's super stable, so not too twitchy, so you really feel like you're going fast in a straight line, but it's also quite agile. So I think that they struck the right balance between stability and also how agile it is. But of course, there's also downsides to this bike. The wheels are quite wind sensitive, so when you're riding in tough side winds or something, the wheels sometimes can get thrown off by the wind. I didn't find this to be a real problem, but it's something to take note of. Also, this little Tegra, it doesn't have any clutch, so once you're riding over bumpy terrain, it will make a sound, but I've never lost a chain, so nothing really to report there. Overall, I would say that this is an amazing bike if you've got the budget. It's got incredible value, and getting deep section wheels on a bike like this, amazing. It's probably one of the fastest bikes in this price range, but yeah, do take note of wind sensitivity of these wheels, as well as no clutch on the shifting, and the cable routing on the front sucks as well. It would be nice to just get a clean cockpit. And the cockpit also, it looks so sleek and it feels really good as well. But when you're trying to find the right position, it kind of sucks to have to change out the whole cockpit just to change the stem length, or just to change the width of the handlebars. That sucks. But overall, I would recommend this bike to anyone who really wants a fast bike. So yeah, that's my review. I want to say a big thanks for watching again. Leave a like and let me know if you want to see more reviews. Bye bye.